What's up, guys? What's up? My name's Paul Avicoli. We're actually chilling in my office today. We try to actually stay out of here as much as we can because we really do go and we like to go live our lives in other places. We like to travel. We like to do the things that we like to do outside of the home-based office. But at the same time, every now and then you gotta chill here. So that's what we're doing right now. But in today's video, you guys, I really wanted to share with you guys something that kind of held me back for the first year and a half, and that was my fear of criticism. It's absolutely one of the biggest fears in the history of the world. I mean, you really think about it, fear of, being broke is probably, number one. Fear of death's another. But the fear of criticism is very huge. I mean, if you're like me, I can probably relate to you in the fact that, growing up and going through school and everything, I was always worried about the other way other people perceived me. The way other people looked at me, the way that other people would talk about me. And then eventually, one day you just got to grow up. One day you got to realize that, other people's opinions aren't going to pay your bills, you guys. So, in today's, world, I truly do believe that the opposite of courage isn't fear anymore. It's conformity. Okay? So, how do we conform? Well, I think at first, really the first step is the people that you listen to. Who are you listening to, you guys? Because you guys got to realize, when I started network marketing, I was so worried about what people thought about me. I was so scared that I remember, my uplines were like, yeah, go make a video, show yourself on, market yourself a little bit, do this, that, whatever. So I made a few videos. I was absolutely horrible. I couldn't speak worth a damn. I went on a video and I was nervous. I was scared. And then they were like, post it on your wall. And I was like, yeah, right, dude. I have all of my friends on here, dude. I don't even talk to like 95% of them on my Facebook. But the reality was, I was so worried about what they thought that I wouldn't post a video, because in the end, I was nervous. I was like, I don't want them to think, this kid's, an idiot. He's doing some scam. He's in a part of some scheme, whatever. And then, I started to figure out, well, it didn't really matter in the first place. It took me a while to learn, but finally I realized, like I was telling you guys, that the fact that their opinions don't pay my bills. Their opinions don't mean anything to me. Opinions are the cheapest commodity on planet Earth. So why do we pay so much attention to them, you guys? Because it's the people that we listen to. Now, who are you listening to? If the people that you're listening to have a less than desired result, okay, and you're listening to them simply because you're worried about, the way they would perceive your network marketing business, what I would personally recommend is start surrounding yourself with people who are encouraging, people who are actually uplifting, people who are going to help you to kind of get past those limiting beliefs in yourself. Okay, and really, Nick's going to go a little bit further, delve a little bit deeper into the meaning of, who you need to surround yourself with, you guys. And if you're that person, that if you have some downlines who are struggling with, the fear of criticism, like I was so deeply, then, you're going to have to hear from Nick.
Definitely. And you got to understand that everyone goes through criticism in the beginning. Right when you're starting out your business, you're excited, you're fired up. The people that you share it with in the beginning are your close friends, and your close friends are the ones who, might be the ones that are being negatively influenced, trying to negatively influence you to stop doing what you're doing. And when you look at it on a grander scale, who's the person who has gone through the most, criticism in, professional athletics? LeBron comes to mind. When he left Cleveland, what did people do? They burnt his jerseys on the street. They were burning the flag. You'd see that all over the news. He went to the Heat and, won a few championships there. And it's funny because while he was at the Heat, you'd see people in Cleveland, they'd be like, we hate him. We hate his guts. We don't want him to come back. And then when he made the announcement that he's going back to Cleveland, guess what happened? All the fans are like, I know he would return. I know he'd come back. They're all buying jerseys again. And now they're all his biggest supporters. Now, when you look at it on that grand scale, I mean, the most successful, athletes in the world, those are the people that have the most haters. Like Kobe, for example, he has so many people that hate against him, but also he has so many people that love him for what he does. I've never seen a statue or a monument dedicated to a critic. So most people out there that think when you have your friends or your family members hating on you, that's not a bad thing. That's actually a good thing. That means you're doing something right, because if you don't have anyone hating on you for what you're doing, then that means you're doing what everyone else is doing. So when I joined the industry, when I approached people about the business, I got some hate from some of my closest friends. They would even send me messages saying it's a scam, what you're doing is a pyramid scheme. I would go on Facebook, and if you're watching this video right now, you're probably on Facebook, and you're probably one of my friends that told me this. I'm not going to name any names, but they're like, it's a scam. My dad has researched those things, and he knows he owns his own business, and he sees those things as like something that isn't going to work for you. I can't wait to laugh when you lose all your money. So just understand that everyone goes through that criticism. But one thing that made me kind of shift my mental attitude and really don't even care what other people think is the fact, like Paul says, that their opinions of me aren't paying my bills. So in order to get something different, you have to be willing to do something different. So if you've grown past that mentality of caring what other people think of you, but yet you have people in your organization, on your team, that are going through that struggle right now that don't really know what to do or who to look to, this is one thing that kind of helped me out in the beginning. It's understanding that you have to be the mother and the father figure to them. If you're their sponsor, if you're their direct enroller, being both the mom and the dad, let's say you maybe didn't grow up with the mom. Maybe you didn't grow up with the father. I want you to forget that right now and think of the iconic symbols in our society of what the mom and the dad represent. What is the mom supposed to do for the kid? They're supposed to encourage and uplift. And what's the father supposed to do? The dad. They're supposed to protect and prepare. So if you sponsor someone in the business and you're being the mom to them, you're encouraging them, you're telling them, hey, you know what? I believe in you. I think you can do this too. My results, obviously, I'm nothing special. I believe you can accomplish this as well, and let me show you how to do it. Now, the father, you're supposed to prepare them. Prepare them for what they're going to hear when they go out there. Because when people go out and they approach their friends or their family members and they're not expecting a negative response, I remember when I joined the industry, I expected everyone to sign up with me. Like my first 5 friends, I was like, hell yeah, these 5 people, they're going to get started. Then they're going to get 5 people. They're going to get 5 people. It's going to turn into, 1 million people. And we're all going to be making money. We're all going to be having fun together. But obviously it doesn't go that way. And when I approach people about it, I wasn't expected to hear a negative response. So if you teach people and you share with them, hey, listen, when you approach people, here's what you're going to hear. You're going to hear people tell you it's a scam. You're going to hear people tell you it's too good to be true. You only make money if you're at the top, blah, 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 all of those things. If you prepare them for that type of stuff, when they approach their friends and they hear that negative feedback, they're like, you know what, Paul, Nick, they told me about this. They expect it. Just like people that are going into the military, when they go through training, basic training, they're not told it's going to be sunshine and rainbows. They're told, here's what's going to happen on the battlefield. Here's your bulletproof vest. Here's your weapons. They prepare them. They get them ready for what they're going to hear. So when you teach people and you get them ready for what they're going to hear, what they're going to see, and you also encourage them, let's say they approach their friends, they get a negative feedback, but they're like, okay, you know what? Paul told me I was going to hear this. Paul told me that they were going to say this to me. And then Paul goes to him and say, hey, listen, I believe in you. You can do this. You can keep going at it, man. I'm right here with you. I'm here to show you the way, because a leader knows the way, goes the way, and shows the way. So with that, you guys, hope you got value in that. If you can relate to anything that we've said, give this video a like and share it with someone who needs to hear this information.
And you guys, just remember that you're in business for yourself, but not by yourself. So just because you don't have everyone's support most of the time or half the time or however your situation's looking right now, believe me, we've been through it. Okay, and know that we support you. So, like he was saying, just give it a like, you guys. Share this with people that you truly do believe need this type of encouragement, because I know when we got started, we needed this more than anything else. All right, you guys. So share the love, and we'll see you later.